Caviar is one of the most expensive foods in the world. Selling for up to $35,000 per kilo, it's revered and relished by aristocrats around the globe. But it's an acquired taste.
Why? No, it's not. I am literally a fucking food peasant when it comes to seafood. It is certainly not an acquired taste at all. It's not. Like I've said time and time again, it's just squishy salt. It's literally boba, like micro boba, but salty. That's it. It's the rich person's salt. That's it. It is not an acquired taste at all. It's a bit creamy. If it's, an acquired taste, that means it's fishy. In which case, if it's fishy, then it's not good caviar anyway. I thought you said that was the last rich guy thing. Yes, my lock is that like I think rich people. It's rich people caviar. I mean, it's rich people salt. Caviar is rich people salt. What I mean by that is like it's like gold flakes basically, but at least like tastier. You know what I mean? That's like saying soy sauce is just salt. No, but I wouldn't say soy sauce is an acquired taste. But I would say that it's actually caviar is literally less weird as far as taste goes than soy sauce. Even though soy sauce is kind of like salt, but soy sauce, as far as its taste goes, is still, it has a different flavor pattern that is like actually unique in comparison to caviar.
Turns out caviar wasn't always so valuable. In the 19th century, sturgeon species in the US were so common that there were accounts of caviar being offered in saloons for free, like bar nuts. In Europe, fishermen were feeding the eggs to their pigs, or just leaving them on the beach to spoil. So what changed? Similar to true champagne, caviar doesn't come from just anywhere. This, for example, is not caviar. To get the real thing, it has to be eggs from a sturgeon. There are 27 species around the world in North America, Europe, and Asia. But probably not for long.
In this case, sturgeon will die out because humans are over-harvesting the populations and destroying their habitats.
In 2010, the International Union for Conservation of Nature placed 18 species of sturgeon on its red list for threatened species, making the sturgeon the most endangered group of species on Earth. But lists like this...
So the beluga caviar is not actually a whale? They make it out of this fucking thing? This fake-ass swordfish can't even have a real sword? Bitch-ass swordfish, dude?
Are bittersweet. On one hand, they can help protect the sturgeon from further population decline. For instance, in many places in the US, it's illegal to fish endangered sturgeon.
Whales don't lay eggs? True. I didn't even think about that. You're so right. A beluga is a mammal, lol? I don't know. I thought maybe we were eating its like ovulation or something. Like we were eating its the ovaries. Yeah, we were eating its fucking, we were eating it the whale period, like boba. And it just weirdly came out like eggs. I don't fucking know. There's a beluga sturgeon that's not the whale. Would shit your pants if you saw a fully grown sturgeon? To be fair, I probably would, because I am terrified of fish. Like, I will admit that.
Sturgeon species or import their eggs. On the other hand, the more rare caviar becomes, the more we can't get enough of it. There's actually an economic idea that explains this. It's called the rarity value thesis, and it describes how rarity increases the value of the item, even though the item itself has never changed. Sturgeon can weigh up to several thousand pounds and produce hundreds of pounds of roe at a time. The world record belongs to a beluga sturgeon that weighed 2,520 pounds and yielded 900 pounds of roe. Today, she'd be worth about $500,000.
Goddamn!
It wasn't until around the 20th century when these freshwater fish and their eggs became a rare commodity. Pollution poisoned their waters, and dams blocked their spawning grounds upstream. They had nowhere to reproduce and continued to be overfished for their meat and roe. On top of that, it takes 8 to 20 years for a female to sexually mature, depending on the species. She can produce millions of eggs at a time, but the odds are that only one will survive to adulthood. In the end, the sturgeon...
Yeah, bro, because we eat it. No, I'm just kidding. Bro, look at that. Yo, rich people look at that and go, delicious. Damn, that one's moving. Can't wait to eat that one.
In
Yummy
the end, the sturgeon
salt.
population just couldn't keep up with that demand, and their coveted eggs became the jewels of the luxury food scene. Today, caviar imports and exports are closely regulated in the US, which is partly why it's so expensive.
Every single egg, every one of these eggs is taken off by hand. Now remember, we're dealing with a raw seafood endangered species. So it's basically like eating and dealing with, edible elephant tusk. It is that heavily regulated.
Oh!
And that's why today, the majority of caviar comes from sturgeon farms.
Little did I know that by 2011, all wild caviar would become illegal on the planet. When I started, there were 6 farms in the world.
This is liberal opulence, dude. They're eating babies, brother. This is abortion. Them libtards, they're out here. They love abortion so much, they're aborting sturgeons and eating their babies.
Raising sturgeon and only 2 producing caviar in the world. And that was in 2004. Now there's 2,000 farms around the world.
One farm in particular in China called Kaluga Queen produces 35% of all the world's caviar. Caviar there is harvested with the classic Russian and Iranian technique, which involves killing the fish and then extracting the eggs. Other farms are exploring a different technique which doesn't involve killing the fish. It's called stripping. The fish are injected with a hormone that triggers their urge to release eggs.
I just ate that last night, bro. Yo! Hey, yo, that's nasty as fuck, bro. Oh, Lord, she gushing. Oh, brother, stop showing me that. No. Oh, no, dude. What the frick? Oh, no. Oh, Lord, she coming. Yo, we gotta run that back.
The fish are injected with a hormone that triggers their urge to release eggs. Farmers have been doing this for many years, but not to get caviar, just to produce more fish. It wasn't until recently that people started canning this stuff and selling it as caviar.
The biggest thing for is that, yes, fish stays alive. You have really small impacts on the fish because you do it really, really fast. You take the fish off the water, out of the water. You put it on a special holding facility. The fish is already started to spawn, and then all it requires basically for you to press on the belly, massage the belly, and the caviar will just flow out of the fish.
The idea behind no-kill caviar is a commendable one, but it has yet to really catch on. Either way, with caviar farms in place, this gives the wild sturgeon population a chance to recover.
She gushing on my sturgeon till like caviar? Hey, yo! That is thousands of dollars right there, bro. You don't understand. You nut on a napkin, okay? Or on a fucking paper towel, and that's $0. She's nutting. They're making her nut liquid gold, baby.
But whether or not that happens is largely up to us.
I don't get it. There's no way that fish is normal after it's been fucking penetrated and shit like that. Do they make more caviar that way? It goes to therapy after it gets harvested? Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah.